everyone, welcome back to my channel. So basically I am going to do an eyeshadow look for you using one of the new Revlon. These are the Color Stay Looks Book Palette. So I don't know how many are in the collection, but I do have two, and I wanted to test them out and let you know my thoughts and opinions if they're worth the buy. If you're interested to see what I have on my face, I'm also trying out their new foundation, which I'm doing a review on as I'm speaking. So if you want to see that, that will be posted, but I'm not sure if it's going to go up before or after this video, so I'm not exactly sure. But now my biggest dilemma of the day, first world problems, is to figure out which palette to use. So I'm going to do both in a video. I want to do both because I really want to let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on them. This is palette 910, which is called Player, which I think is it's more of a challenging palette, but it is cool. The color combination, I really do like how it's vibrant and cool. And then we have the palette 920 Enigma, which is definitely more my thing. So let me show you what that looks like. Obviously, I think this is going to be a hotter choice because more people are going to be able to wear shades like this. So I think first I'm going to test out this palette just because I feel like more people will be, picking this one up rather than this guy, but I'm definitely going to do a video on this, so stay tuned for that. So basically we're just going to get into the video, create some sort of eye look, and I'll let you know my thoughts and opinions on this little lookbook. So first I'm going to prime my eye with my Benefit Stay Don't Stray, so let's give that a good prime. So I'm going to go in with the first shade to set my whole eye. Obviously, this palette is a little bit challenging just because the shades are so little. And if you have a bigger brush, it's going to kind of get into the other shade. So that's the only thing. The shades are very small in the pan. So this color is pulling more pink than what it looks like. Definitely more pink than what it looks like in the pan. So I'm taking this matte brown shade and I'm going to buff that into the crease. Again, this is pulling, like in the pan it looks brown, like a light brown, and then on my eye it's pulling more purpley pink. But the pigment is good. Not bad, but the color is very different than what it looks like in the pan. I'm also going to run that same brown shade underneath the lash line, so let's do that. I'm going to use the same brush that I used in the crease. I don't know if you could tell, but it's a little patchy on this side. Like this side was fine, blended out really nice actually. And then there's something about this side, I don't know what's happening. It's like not blending properly. Well, I'm going to take the same brush. This is a Coastal Scents brush. There's no name on it. And let's see here. I'm going to test out this red shade right here. So we're going to go in with that one. So I'm just going to also work this into the crease. I'm also going to work the same shade underneath the lash line, but bringing it only halfway and then pulling it up. I'm going to go in with this purple shade right here. It has a shimmer to it. I'm going to start to pack this on the outer portion of the eye. And taking the fluffy side, I'm blending it kind of out into a V. Honestly, the shade is a little bit patchy. It's not seamless. I'm also going to go with the really dark purple shade here on the edge. I'm trying to use as many shades as possible just because I want to get like an idea of the whole palette and all the colors in it. So that's why I'm kind of using everything, just because I want to give you guys my fair judgment. So I'm taking that really dark purple shade and just packing it on the very corner of my eye. I used the other shade halfway. I'm just using this on the very, very corner. This is very pigmented actually. It's looking nice. It's better than the last shade we just used. So that's good. That last shade was so far the worst shade I've tried in this palette. So I'm just pushing on this dark purple. I'm also going to use on my little brush again, the dark purple, but just keep it in the very corner of the eye, not halfway, just the corner outside. And then I'm just blending this dark purple out again with the same Coastal Scents brush. The fallout actually is not too bad on these shadows either. It's not really making a huge mess on my face, so that's good. So I'm going to take some more of my Benefit Stay Don't Stray, and we're going to kind of carve out my upper lid here. So I'm taking it only halfway. So I'm taking a little bit of Stay Don't Stray. This is on a Joe Fresh Ultra Fine Eyeliner brush. So I'm only taking it just halfway. Okay, then I'm going to take on my Urban Decay little flat brush. I'm going to pick up the baby pink shade. That is going in the center of the eye. I'm just pushing it down. I actually thought this shade would be absolute crap. I don't know why. Usually light baby pinks. I don't know. But on top of this Benefit Stay Don't Stray, it is looking magical. I'm really liking it. And then in the very corner of the eye, I'm going in with this really beautiful gold shade. And then you can take whatever's left over of that dark purple you were using. I wouldn't add more to the brush, but just, you know, kind of smooth out the transition here between the two colors. And then we are going to repeat. I'm going to go with this gold shade in the corner of my eye. And I feel super accomplished because we just used every single shadow in this palette. This is more of a copper kind of shade than gold. And because it's so copper, I'm going to go back in with that gold shade just to kind of balance it out. Okay, so next I have this eyeliner. This is the new Rimmel Wonder Swipe 2-in-1 liner to shadow. I'm going to do a whole video on these liners because they're really cool. I wore one the other day. I got so many compliments. So I'm going to use this first. This is called the Ombre et Pouche. What the hell? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the color is. I think that is the color. Ombre et Papiers. I'm such a loser. I don't know how to say anything. Anyways, I will link down below what color this is if that's not the right shade, but I think it is. I just do. So we're going to do a wing, and it's going to look kind of weird at first, but then I'm going to go over it with a black on the bottom portion of it, so it's really going to tie everything together. So let's do that. These are really cool because they can be eyeshadows or eyeliners. And because this eyeliner is basically the same color as that pink eyeshadow, I'm only taking this halfway. It looks crazy right now, but I'm going to go over it on the bottom portion with black. And then I'm going to take my Stila, this is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner in black. How do I do this? I'm going to do a wing over what I just did, but letting a little bit of the outside of the pink show through. See, so here it is. So you have a little bit of that pink liner popping through, and then you kind of add the black on the side. So it's really cool. I did it the other day and I got a lot of compliments with the purple. So I really, really like that. I'm just going to line my waterline with the Rimmel Waterproof Liner in purple. I'm going to go in with the Revlon Volumazing mascara. So we're going to add a coat of that. For my bottom lashes, I'm going in with Clinique FIT just because I know this does not transfer or smudge on me. Okay, so while my camera was cooling, as always, I applied some lashes from Sali Lashes in the style Flawless. So we applied those, gave it a little more glam look. On my lip, I'm going to be using the NYX Peekaboo Neutral Lip Liner. So we're going to give that a nice line. I want to keep my lips pretty neutral just because my eye's a little bit heavy. So I'm going to go in with the Revlon number 44 Bare Affair lipstick. Then I'm going to go over top of it with the Almay Goddess Gloss in the shade Dreamy. So we're going to add that a little bit. Just, I want it to be a little bit more pink, but not like over the top pink, you know what I mean? I think it's beautiful. I do. I created a really nice look with it. There's some pros, there's some cons, so let's just talk about those really quickly. Okay, so I do like how it is compact. It's nice. It's great to store and put away, and it's not huge. I hate like big palettes when there's only 8 colors in it. So it's good. They're keeping it small, they're keeping it tight, not a lot of plastic wasted. I understand that. The only downfall about this is that the shades are very, very small. You don't get a lot of shadow, number one. And number two, it's hard if you have a bigger brush to kind of like just get that one shade. So you got to be really careful when dipping your brush into the palette, especially when using a color like the gold. Be careful just because there's dark purples on either side of them. Kind of weird. Some of the shadows, they look way different in the pan than on the eye. This one here, it looks a lot more neutral. When it goes on, it goes more pink. And this one here, really, really weird. Looks like a brown taupe color, but then on the eye, it goes more purple. I had a tiny issue with patchiness with this shade. I don't know why. Just a little bit over here. And then also this shade here, this purpley color, it wasn't the best for pigmentation and blendability, but the purple shade was really, really amazing. Same with this kind of red shade. These sparkle shades were phenomenal. When I did do the primer first and add these shades, the pink impressed me, highly impressed me. So I do think that this is a good eyeshadow palette. It's not bad, it's not horrible. Do I think it's the best on the market? No. Do I think it's good? Yes. I think you can create a really nice warm eye with it. I wanted to use every single shadow in this palette just to give you an idea of what the colors look like. So I do think it's pretty decent. I do. And I would recommend it if you're looking for a little tiny warm eyeshadow palette. It's pretty good for drugstore, not too bad. So overall, I really hope you guys did find this video helpful. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.